1984 Newspeak by Nhu Tran. What is Newspeak? Newspeak is the official language of Oceania. Newspeak is a language that took over Old-Speak. This language was created to meet the ideological need of INSOC. INSOC is Newspeak for English Socialism. INSOC was a political system in Oceania. Newspeak was divided into three classes. The first tab is called a vocabulary, and it consists of words needed for the business of everyday life, like words like eating, drinking, working. These words are like hit, run, and tree that we use today, but they have smaller numbers of these words and more rigid meanings. The second class is B vocabulary, and it consists of words that are constructed for political purposes and were shortened into a few syllables. Words like mini love was shortened for the ministry love, and crime thing was shortened for thought crime. The third is C vocabulary, and it consists of scientific and technical terms. This vocabulary was created so that no individual can gain too much access to too much knowledge. Purpose of Newspeak. The purpose of Newspeak was to help control the thoughts of citizens. Newspeak helped limit expressions in the thoughts of individuals. This language helped the party to regulate the citizens' thoughts. Newspeak also helps simplify the language using words like crime think and unperson, and there is also more words to the Newspeak language. The creation of the Newspeak Dictionary 11th edition was a concern, and it is the final and perfect version of the other editions of the dictionaries of Newspeak. Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of Newspeak is that there is only one word for each meaning. Take good, for example. This word means great, excellent, and satisfying, but instead of having all of those words, you only have good to use. The disadvantage of Newspeak is that it's always changing. They come up with different editions of dictionary, and there's always new word that has to be learned, and that there are other words that are getting taken out. Not everybody knows and can learn the language of Newspeak, like the pros and foreigners. Citizens don't get the right to say other words besides words from the Newspeak language. Pros and cons of universal language. The pros of universal language is that everybody would know the same language and be an easy way to communicate with others. People will have to learn every single language if we use the same language. There wouldn't be no language barriers for people to get to know each other. There are also cons of having universal language. The cons is that there isn't going to be any diversity, and it wouldn't make people different from other people. We would lose a lot of diversity around the world. People will also have a lot of debate on which language we should use throughout the world. People will also feel that their culture is being taken away from them, because if we like it or not, our language does influence a lot of what we value the most in our life and the way that we speak. There are a lot of words in the Newspeak language, but I picked my favorite four. The first one is crime thing, and it refers to thought crimes. When citizens are thinking thoughts that the party doesn't approve of, it's called crime thing. The second one is unperson, and it's a person who gets killed by the party and is erased from existence. This is also referred to vaporized. Old thing is a word used when citizens are thinking about the past that happened before Big Brother and the Revolution. The fourth word is Old Speak, and it's the old language that came before Newspeak. The Newspeak word that I came up with is called interview. An interview is a word that is used to refer to food only eaten by the inner party.